Guys, hopefully this is showing up on the stream well. If not, then yeah. So this is for the first time. Bear with me here. We're doing Ask Aero as a podcast. So basically, I'll be taking questions for the next hour. So it is 7:33. So till 8:33, I'll be taking in questions. So that way I can spend a little bit more time if I want to answer these questions that I have here. So how can you submit questions? You can submit them if you don't plan on being at the live stream. You can submit them as always at my ASKFM account. Today you can also tweet them at hashtag AskAero. Which I'm tweeting right now. So there we go. Just tweeted it. So yeah, this is going to be on YouTube. So I already said this, but just for the sake of the video, we will be listening to Flight Distance new album, High Priest of Low Life, basically just because it is non-copyright music. I'll try to get another source for next time. But yeah, I don't know why it's not loading properly. Perfect. So I'm just gonna see if this reloads. Everything's all goodly. I'm not dropping frames or anything. Just always good. Yeah, we're good to go. Another sort. So, all right. So we're gonna bust into the questions here. If you guys have questions, please submit them at ask. I should get like Nightbot for this. There you go. Have that on copy paste. All right. So we're gonna bust open ask.fm. We're gonna work our way up the question list for the next hour. If we run out, I will run to the Twitch chat. So yeah, first question here is any lesser known PC games to recommend? I only have a laptop with me at uni. iRacing runs pretty good on like shitty laptops. My laptop runs it fine. I'm just gonna check my Steam here, see if I have anything good. If it's just racing games, I don't really know, because every other racing game I've ever played is like super like demanding. So I know iRacing's good. Ish, if you have a wheel. If not, don't bother. It's like shitty balls with freaking controller. There's Turbo Dismount. Turbo Dismount's a lot of fun, actually. If you've never seen it, Fail Race, play it. It's pretty fun. It's just like it actually looks like it'd be a good iOS game. But yeah, there's Flat Out. The early Flat Out games are fun. I don't know. Just go on Steam and see if there's anything that you like. You know, you might be surprised by what you come across. So yeah, thank you. It doesn't say who sent that in. So favorite console, favorite game, favorite controller. Ooh, that's a good question. For nostalgia's sake, I'm gonna say thank you to Epic Face 1337 for following. But for nostalgia's sake, I'm gonna say it's a tie. It's a Nintendo. It's a tie between the 64 and the GameCube. GameCube had a lot of fun on. The PS2 was fun. God, I hate questions that make me think. I like questions that make me think, so it's kind of a catch-22. But I'm gonna have to go with GameCube. Not because it's any better, just because I've had a lot of great memories on GameCube. Favorite game, gotta be Gran Turismo 3. Again, it's just memories and stuff, and that's my first game I've ever decided to sit down and try to drift in. So, so thank you for that. And favorite controller, 360. 360, I don't know why. It's like right weight to it, really smooth. They missed the boat, in my opinion, with Xbox One. Yeah. So next question is a guy made a fake pick about the best racing coming in 2016 with T10 Turn 10 Playground Polyphony EA, Codemasters, Ubisoft, and Evolution. It's obviously fake, but what do you think would happen if this happened? Would it be the best rating ever? It would fall apart because of the faults of the companies. I think, honestly, that if you had even if you just had Playground and Polyphony that just shut the fuck up, made a cross-platform game, they both have what's missing from the other game. So, like, let's say, for example, let's take Gran Turismo and Forza, like I just said. Forza's got, by far for what it is, the best customization. The tuning's great. It's not super complicated, but it's intricate enough as to where like it matters. The body kits, the engine swaps, and whatever. But Polyphony has just a little bit stronger of a car selection. Actually, I think now, at least at this point, Turn 10 has the edge on graphics too. We also have not seen an next-gen effort from Polyphony. So Turn 10's got him beat on graphics, but Polyphony's got him beat on, the car list is massive, of course. Some of those... Hi, welcome to my cat. He's interfering here. Motherfucker. Not in front of the screen. I told you time and time again. But I think Polyphony has a stronger... they got better tracks for sure, absolutely. They got that car creator. They got the Vision Gran Turismo, a bigger car list, a little bit of a stronger car list. Though with the new Forzas, you can debate that. But their sounds suck, and a bunch of other things suck. Forza, and their online isn't that great. But Forza, needed better physics and whatever. So I feel like if they just take all their assets and just go, it'll be perfect. Can you stop biting cords, please? I understand I'm not giving you attention, but, like, fuck off. So, yeah, I think it can only end well. Because I've never seen, like, usually a game has what the other games don't. So, if they just all, like, did, like, the big melting pot and, oh, he's fucking, hey! Stop it. If they all just kind of put aside their differences and... made a game together, I feel like it couldn't go... It would only go well. But, that's me saying one thing. So thank you, Atmer, for submitting that. Submitted that 15 days ago. Seemed like you had some hard feelings about diesel in the last Ask Aero. While I understand and agree that the majority of diesel drivers are shithead, I'm personally looking to buying the first car diesel. It's currently tickling my fancy by giving me the ability to do veg oil conversions and opinions. With every car fandom, there's always going to be good guys and bad guys. There's always going to be... Cat, no. You can't. Get off the table. Get off the table. Get off the table. Get... Jesus Christ. There's always going to be good guys and bad guys. From what I was, the people who ran diesels and shit were overwhelmingly douchebags. That's just the way it is. For me, at least. That's what I found. But with, again, there's guys who have diesels that, like, make cool diesels, and they use them for what they're used for, and that's, like, torque and pulling. It's those douchebags that try to street race diesels and, like, make the fucking street cars and stuff. But, if that's what is good for your needs, and, like, you're looking at a diesel and you think that's going to be cool, then, yeah, just don't be, like, one of those douchebags that rolls coals on people. I'm not one to say you can't drive this and you can't drive that. Yeah, thank you for your question. Again, 15 days ago. What changes would you do to FD to improve it? I would make use of the original engine, or if they want to swap, it must be from the same model. 180SX can have a KA18, SR20, or K24, but not an RBVQ or any V8. I completely disagree with that. Basically for the sake that you're hampering progress at that point. Again, everyone's like, oh, V8, shut the fuck up, first of all. You're an asshole. You don't know what you're talking about. Secondly, not having these, again, high horsepower or whatever, but this D1's like that now, and Drift Muscle thinks the only series that's where there's not, like, the majority of the cars don't want over 600 horsepower now. I think that if the FD needed improvements, it needs to be improvements on the judging and scoring. The judges, we need all new judges, let's face it. I don't like to blame the judges, but there's been so many problems, especially in the last 2 or 3 years, with judges making poor calls and poor decisions, and just when you have half of your fan base going, oh no, this is stage and it's fixed, you're doing something wrong. So either we need new judges or like a new way of policing these judges. There needs to be cameras on the clicking points facing down so we know who reached first. You know, you're sponsored by GoPro. There's no excuse. And there needs to be, in common tire drop areas, there needs to be cameras. You know, we need to know. Because there's points in the live stream where people are like, okay, I heard this guy, you know, miss a gear or whatever, but they didn't hear it in the judges' stand. Or you clearly see the guy drop tire or 2 tires, and the judges go, well, we didn't see it. Basically, the cars are fine, the driving's fine, everything's fine. I would just maybe make... there's the cat again. I'd maybe have the schedule a little bit longer, maybe about 10 or 12 events with a bunch of different tracks on them. Right now, they're all very power-heavy, you know, they reward horsepower. But maybe have a couple small tracks running. You know how like an oval... He's pawing me in the back of the head. Fuck off! Really? You're being an asshole. You're gonna start getting tossed now. Stop it. Doing it live. But yeah, so you'd have like a combination of short tracks and long tracks. You know, so you get some like Mitsuri style, very low speed. That way, again, it might keep the builds at a reasonable level, because if you get like a 12 or 1300 horsepower car, you're really going to struggle on those like narrow, small courses, because you got way too much fucking power that you know what to do with. And those guys that have a more balanced setup, you know, would struggle more, or wouldn't struggle as much. So yeah, I think that's all I would change, is maybe make at least the US one. You know, you keep your walls and your Irwindales and your big sections, but maybe vary them up in terms of like whatever, like, you know, like again, I don't really know any examples off the top of my head, but like narrow courses and like stuff that's low speed, just to keep it different, because right now it's all the sections are relatively similar in terms of there's a big entry, there's high speed, and they're all high speed basically. I just like to see it a little bit, very little bit. I feel like that'd be good for the sport. And absolutely no questions asked, would have to do something about the judges. Either give them more tools to make the right calls, or completely just change them out, because right now it's whatever they're doing is not working. So thank you. Again, it doesn't say here, but what do you think of the Codemasters F1 games? It's going to be really easy. I don't like them at all. I played F1 2012 on PC when it was free for a weekend, or 2013, I believe, and it just it felt like shit. It felt really bad, so yeah, not a huge fan. I'd rather just stick with iRacing. Have you seen Dream Ride LA, Gymkhana style with Osbo and his TC, and what did you think of it? I've not seen it yet, but anything with Osbo, I'm completely, you know, I'm all over it. Do you plan on doing some more karting in the future after you find more time, and for being in the market for a new kart, what chassis would you suggest? It's not time I need, it's money. You know, karting's not cheap. Karting costs a lot of money, especially since I don't have an engine. I have a chassis at home, in my hometown. I just have to go get it. I don't have an engine. So I need to buy an engine. I need to buy something to pull the trailer with. I need a trailer with tools and stuff in it. Don't worry, Trevor, I saw you. I need something to pull the engine or whatever, or the cart or whatever, or a place to store it. That's the expensive route. You go the cheap route, and you can get like a ride and drive, but that's not the same. Even if it is, it's still like $60 a session. You got 10, 12 sessions a year. Yeah, so I mean, like, for me, it's not time, it's money. Wombat, I'm absolutely uploading this. This is made for uploads, but yeah, sometimes I'll be answering questions in the chat too. I'm kind of keeping an eye on both. But yeah, so the only way I would do that, get back into karting like seriously the full season, is if I did a Kickstarter or something. And I haven't done that yet, mostly because I don't like asking you guys for money. You know, their donations in the stream, whatever, are cool, and I absolutely adore when you guys donate in streams. It blows my mind that there's... Fuck off, cat. It's so cool to know that people like, oh, hey, I support you to the point where here's my money directly. You guys already pay for me to do stuff via cat. You're gonna get spanked. You're gonna get smacked. This is your last warning. Get out of here. The half of this video is just gonna be me fucking fighting my cat. So yeah, like, it's just that's huge to me. But I have nothing to offer you guys in terms, unless just content. You know, like I can say, oh, you know, if you support me on this, I'll make videos about it. But to me, that's not enough. If you see like Kickstarters and stuff, like, oh, t-shirts, whatever, but that all costs money, and then I'd have to ask for more money just to, you know, back the rewards I'd give. And I'm not just gonna sit here and go, give me your money, because that's not cool either. So yeah, that's it. All is dependent on that. Thank you for your question. I really miss carding. I wish I could do it, but it's just not in the cards right now. Hi, you're on the keyboard now. Why now, cat? I'm gonna lock you in the bathroom and leave you in there, cause I hate you. I'm just kidding. I love you, but you're annoying the shit out of me. If we crowdfunded your GTA Global Time Attack car, would you design it like Danny George's Miata? No, and I do something similar. Again, I've been spitting around the idea. I'm going back to Atlanta this year, and there's something called Global Time Attack, which is basically it's like a track day, but there's a point to it. So there's like classes and whatever, and everyone tries to compete to get the best time, as far as I know. And I was driving down with my Accord. It's not a race car in any way, but I still, you know, want to say at least I drove on Road Atlanta, you know what I mean? Because it is a big international track, and they have like Petit Le Mans and stuff there. So I'd love to say like, hey, I'd driven on that track before, at speed. So I was tossing around the idea like maybe if I can pick up a set of tires, and stuff, I could run it. So I was like, hey, maybe crowdfund the entry fee, which is $400, and maybe like some on top of that, just in case if anything breaks down, I'll have money to put into the car so I can go home, you know. So, but it is my street car. It's my car. I don't want to put stickers all over it. Danny George's car is a race car, and it's a wrap, so you just pull it off. I don't want to damage my paint, so I might like, there's like the back window, like the passenger windows, I may put like pictures or like names and stuff on there. But again, this is right in the infancy stage. I have no idea if that is a good idea, bad idea, whatever. I don't even know if I'm going to do this thing because I'm so scared that I'm going to break my car. I may ask for like $1,000 crowdfunding so I can rent a car and not have to worry about it. But if not this year, next year for sure, absolutely. I definitely want to, you know, it's a fucking, holy shit, my brain stopped working. It's a bucket list thing, for sure. So thank you for submitting your question. This is starting to get stuff that was submitted today. You have any plans on making your YouTube as thriving as it was back before Xbox One launch? And do you have any plans on making more Forza 4 builds, like a throwback series? It was not my choice for this to slow down. You know, YouTube is it's like a current. You can't really control it. It just kind of does what it wants. You know what I mean? I figured if I'd start posting videos again regularly, at least once or twice a week, the subs would come back, and that's just not what happened. You know, that's just the way it works. It's just, you know, the business I'm in. And I don't care. You know, we've been picking up recently, been getting 10, 15 subscribers a day. Yesterday was a really bad day. We actually lost subscribers, but, you know, I figure if I pay attention to the numbers and kind of immerse myself in it, I might be okay. So, but yeah, I don't even care at this point when it comes to subs. I know taking that 1 year and a half off where I didn't really put a lot of effort into YouTube, I kind of accepted the fact that I'm trying to ignore them, but it's hard. I kind of accepted the fact that like I'm giving up success and subscribers and money and all that to have a life, because that was my choice. It was, I can do school work, social life. I can do school, work, YouTube. I can do school, social life, YouTube, but I can't do everything. So I needed all. YouTube at this point was not giving me more than $100 a month, so that's what I had to give. If I would have stuck with it, if you guys look at other YouTubers, I'm not trying to insult them or anything, but Slaptrain, AR12 Gaming, TC, I was the guy back in the day. I was the one who cracked 20,000 before anybody else, and I'm still at 20,000 while they're all in 100 or 200,000s. And good for them, you know, that's awesome. But that's definitely what killed me. I feel like if I stuck with it and actually put all my ideas that I write down on the paper into practice and like went full time with YouTubing, I absolutely would be like 250,000 subs, if not more, at this point. So, so I wish it could be. I really wish it was as thriving as it was. I'm gonna try to at least keep one upload a week. I'm gonna try to do different things and have fun with it. And a worst case scenario is, you know, nothing really changes and we still do with what we have. And I'm still enjoying it. I still have fun. It's just not something I can do all the time. So. Do you have any plans for Forza 4 builds? Absolutely. As soon as I'm done Forza Storm Island, every Thursday is going to be Forza Horizon or Forza Motorsport 4 builds. Basically, for those guys who still have 360s and don't have Xbox Ones yet, I don't want to leave you out in the cold. By next year, you know, then fuck you. You're too late. This is a cat. This is a cat. Hi. Are you done? Are you done? Because I'm gonna lock you outside. I'm sick of doing this, cat. Hey. You want to sit with Dad? Look at that, yeah. Here's your chair. But yeah, that's just. Yeah, so I don't really want to play all of them. I don't want to play Horizon 1 because Horizon 1 was bad and whatever, but yeah. So next question so far. We have more, they just have to load them up. That's all we wanted. You ever had the issue of your peers over-exaggerating relationship status with somebody? My experience, very unrelated friendship starts, and literally the 5th text I received from her was that she was breaking up with her boyfriend. I don't, like, not seriously. I've had people joke around like, oh, look at Keenan, he wants to date her, they're boning, but I don't think I've ever gotten that seriously. But I've gotten it before, absolutely, as a joke. And I mean, like, if you're in high school, elementary school, you just gotta roll with the punches, man. You can't really take that shit too seriously. Half the people that are being dicks to you right now are not gonna have a fucking life after senior year, right? So just ignore it and keep your head up and don't take shit too seriously. Do you get out of there and move on to college to be the best years of your life. Made some of the best friends, learning a lot, and college is a huge struggle, but I mean it's way better than high school. As for short term, you can't. When people are convinced of something, of a rumor, there's no point in denying it. There's no point in, like, not denying it, but there's no point in, like, trying to convince people otherwise. Just let them think what they want. If they don't know you to the point of where they don't know that the truth is the truth and rumors are rumors, they're not worth your time anyway. So, yeah. Why are you looking forward to more? Are you looking forward more to Project Cars or Assetto Corsa? Which you like more, and why? I was really looking forward to get Project Cars, and I still will, but I think Assetto Corsa will be more fun. Basically, I haven't played Project Cars, so I feel like it's a little overhyped. But I definitely would prefer, at this point, would prefer Assetto Corsa, basically because A, it's out, and B, I have not played Project Cars. So, the easy answer. What customization features would you like to see added to Forza and Gran Turismo games if they had not in the past? When Dr. Tom went to turn 10, it was like, I asked some questions. My whole thing was, why don't you have, like, cosmetic suspension or cosmetic shit? So, like, cosmetic suspension would be you can lower it more, add more camber, and do more stuff that's just for looks. Or cosmetic front bumpers, or stuff like that. I forget what else I said. You know, stuff that would be just for looks, more so than, like, you know, if you go race suspension and has a point to it, but cosmetic would not. Cosmetic interior, so, like, you changed it, the seats around, but you don't really lose any weight, stuff like that. Spacers, again, cosmetic, whatever, you can have spacers on the wheels. Cosmetic suspension or drift suspension, you can get more lock, which is not necessarily helpful, but helpful, you know, to us drifting guys. People asking for, like, stupid shit like NOS and whatever. I'm gonna make a video after that on that after this live stream on how people on the Forza community ask for way too fucking much and are always disappointed. I don't know if you guys have seen the comments on like DLC stuff and whatever, but never once is it like this is a good pack and gets a lot of likes. Everyone's like, this sucks, whatever. Wait, where's the S14? Shut your mouth, man. Like, ugh, it makes me sick. I don't know. There's a lot of. I'd like to be able to paint on windows and stuff. That'd be cool too. But yeah, the Forza and all that has a really good customization system the way it is. It just needs a little bit more tweaking. I'd like to see the PI fixed and change the PI system. That's about it. You know, they're good. So, what are your thoughts on the driver tars on Forza Horizon 2? I think they're good. I haven't had problems with them. It doesn't piss me off so much when somebody runs into you in Forza Horizon 2, because that's what that kind of game is about. Is like, you know, bumping into each other and shit. It pissed me off in Forza 5. But yeah, that's pretty much. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. It's fine. I feel like there's too many driver tars and like when you're driving around, there's way too much. There's too much shit going on. But what is your favorite Pokemon and why? I'm not a huge Pokemon guy, but I do like. I don't know. I like a Bidoof because Bidoofs are stupid, and I feel like that's my spirit animal because it's kind of derpy. But or Wobbuffets. There you go. What do you think of your times in America? It wasn't so much culture shock, and I wasn't expecting culture shock because that'd just be stupid. Because, you know, America's not that different than Canada. But absolutely was different. Everything was really inexpensive. And at least in the Atlanta area and the Brazelton area, everyone was really nice. You know, really nice people. And I was not expecting that. America's still a country I'm kind of iffy about living in. I don't want to live in America. But, you know, everyone was really friendly, at least on the face of things. So, you know, I like America. I just don't think I'd live there. Favorite game of 2014 and most look forward to this coming year. Really weird. By one of our mods, Master Swift, that question was asked. I liked Horizon 2. You know, I didn't buy very many games last year. Horizon 2 was a lot of fun. That's it for me. Super boring. I really got into iRacing in 2014. I know that didn't come out in 2014, but it was probably one of my favorite. I had more fun playing iRacing than any other game last year. So in terms of just like what did you prefer in 2014, that absolutely. And what am I looking forward to this year? Project Cars. I just want to see if that's gonna suck or not. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of just stay in my little bubble, my little niche now. I don't really try to venture out of it when it comes to games. We go back to Road Atlanta. Absolutely, I'm going to try to make Road Atlanta and Wall, New Jersey this year. So 2 events, 2 rounds. And I'll be going to the one in Montreal as well. So, yeah. Hey, Aero, would you consider doing your own version of Slap Train's Top 5 Drifts, but not shit? No, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't want to do it. It's not because whatever. It's because I don't think I have time and the effort to do it properly. There's a lot of video ideas and a lot of streams that I don't do, but mostly because I don't want to do it poorly, and that's one of those things. I just don't want to make a really shitty top 5 drifts where it's just really lazy. That and people are going to submit it really poorly. Maybe when I get some more viewer base, we get more consistent submissions, and we'll see. But it's definitely something I've thought about, definitely something that I've considered. I just want to make sure when I do it, I'll do it well. There's a lot of ideas that go on in this head that never see the light of day because I'm like, okay, I don't have time or the effort to make sure that's put out properly. Thoughts on playing Gary's Mod on the stream again sometime? Absolutely. It's definitely not a game I'd record. That's definitely a game I'd play on stream. It'd be a lot of fun to get some people involved in that. Ever played Shift 2? Nope. I'm not a fan of the Shift series. Just not just not about that life. So I'm gonna move to Twitter really quickly. Again, if you guys want to submit questions, I'm posting in the live stream chat There's a link, ask.fm/MrAeroHD or hashtag AskAero. We got about 20 minutes, 30 minutes left. Here, my cat's finally decided to stop being a shit. So, if your cat was a car, what kind of car would he be? He'd be an Alfa Romeo. Because I love him to death. I love him so much. But he's such a little shit half the time. Just never... he drives me up the wall. But, you know, every other time, when he's not driving me nuts, I absolutely adore him. And then, so that was from Trevor. Trevor, guy in my class. Thanks, Trevor. Shauna, another friend in my class. Why do you want to be an automotive journalist? I want to be an automotive journalist because it's combining everything that I love to do. I love to write. I have a passion to speak my mind and say my opinion. And I love cars. You know, I gave up being a race car driver when I was really young because I knew that wasn't going to be anything to do. So I'm like, I'll be a writer. And then I'm like, well, if I'm writing books and shit, like I'm never going to get a job. So then I looked into what realistically I can get employed with writing. And then there was that, right? So, that was my realistic option was that. So yeah, basically to hopefully live my life and live my career doing what I love to do, but still making money and not have to worry about how to put food on the table. So yeah, thanks, thank you, Shauna. Going back to ask.fm. So this is a follow-up to the earlier question. It said he is in high school. He has less than 200 students at the high school, and her ex is an old friend who I have dropped due to his distaste, and recently been told about, and I've recently been told about, and is rather obsessed with her. Yeah, again, man, people are just immature in high school. Don't worry about it. When you're out, you'll notice that it's a lot better. That's just the way she goes. How would you react if your channel started randomly getting 1,000+ subscribers a day? I'd probably first of all shit my pants, and then second of all, I'd try to think about where the fuck these people are coming from, and then third of all, knowing both of those things, knowing there's poop in my pants and where these people are coming from, I'd probably try to make sure that their experience is good. So I make sure that they're watching the videos that I'm posting, you know, that they're involved, because you know, what do subscribers mean if they're just dead and they're just sitting there, right? So so make sure they're involved, make sure they're having fun, you know, they're commenting, they're getting involved, because again, a subscriber count and views don't mean really shit if you're not getting, you know, interaction and stuff. So it would be mind-blowing, and it'd be an absolute miracle. I'm not religious, but it'd be amazing to have happen. But maybe someday we'll start getting 1,000 subs a day, and it'll be so surreal. Coming from having worked months and months to get up to 1,000 subs, and now being able to get 1,000 subs a day would be sweet. So, have you tried Forza? Have you tried a Ford Fusion on FM Forza drift car? I have, and it's average. You know, I don't think I ever did a video for it just because it wasn't really worth mentioning, because it was good, but I mean, like, it didn't have any sort of features to me that are like, holy shit, this makes it way better than everyone else. But because I'm going back to Forza 4, you may see it in an upcoming video. Why is there so much hair on... That's gross. I just like wipe my pants and it's just fucking cat hair. Would you play a game like The Evil Within or Resident Evil? I've played like scare games like The Walking Dead and stuff on stream before. I wouldn't post those on up basically because I'm a racing channel and I don't like posting unrelated shit because that just looks like I'm milking people for views. But oh god, my nose. I'm sorry. It's probably gross. But yeah, I don't think I'd play that, and especially this whole Five Nights at Freddy's thing. Fucking bad game. I don't know why that game got so hyped. Because it's not even that good. You know, it's just, I didn't really see the point. It wasn't fun for me. I never got into horror. I get nightmares really easy as a kid, so I just kind of didn't bother. So yeah. Would you do Forza Horizon 2 open lobbies? I tried once and I had nothing but fucking problems. I had nothing but problems with open lobbies. I couldn't get people in. Apparently I was supposed to like invite people and like add them to my friends list, and then after I added people to my friends list, I could Five Nights at Freddy's is a stupid game. It's dumb, it's not scary, it's not fun, it's not even a game. You just sit there and click buttons. It's like a shitty Flash game that, because a bunch of big YouTubers played and a lot of people recorded fake reactions to, yeah, yeah, no, I don't get it. It's stupid. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm sure there's some people that are like, oh my god, it's like the lore, but like the game itself is fucking bad. I don't like it. It's boring. It's dull. I'd rather play something, if you're gonna play a scary game, play something like PT or like fucking Silent Hill, or like Dead Space even. I'd play the hell out of some Dead Space. I have played Dead Space on YouTube. There's a couple of parts that are up. And nobody watched it, so I stopped playing it, but Evil Within, yeah, Evil Within looks fun, but I mean, like, that's just not my genre. I wouldn't go out of my way to pick up games like that. But what's your favorite dubstep, drum and bass, and house song? Thank you for letting me pick 3 genres, because I'd lose my shit. For you, this person would be Skybreaker by Razahel, Rob Gasser featuring Richard Caddick, Meltdown, and Hellberg Dimensions. My favorite songs change every week, but at the moment, if telling me what my favorite dubstep song be, probably, I don't know, dubstep I'll come back to, because drum and bass and house I know off the top of my head. Drum and bass, absolutely. Right now I'm loving it's a Madian remix. I forget, it's a Madian remix by Netsky. I'll look it up. It's Madian Finale remixed by Netsky. Netsky, in general, is one of my favorite drum and bass artists, and I'll listen to almost anything he puts out. But that's a really good song. And for house, it's going to be a tie for 2 reasons. You and I by Project 46, and then whoever does the vocals. I think Laidback Luke was a part of that too. I'm not sure. Mostly just because that's one of the songs. It's going to sound really cheesy. That's one of the songs that I listened to live. They were playing in my hometown. It was like one of the first weekends my girlfriend was home from living in Calgary, so it was like one of our first weeks we spent together, and we shared. It was just really special to hear that, because of the lyrics of that song, and then to be together. It's ended up being like our song, quote unquote. So that's one of my favorite house songs. And then Alesso Years as well for the lyrical content. Again, favorite songs come and go, but those are my favorite strong two. Dubstep though, I have a favorite artist, which is Excision. He makes good stuff, bad stuff, or not good stuff, bad stuff. He makes like every sort of genre now, but he was one of the guys that got me into dubstep. My favorite song, like out of all of dubstep, I don't know. I wouldn't be able to tell you off the top of my head. So Excision for sure. So if you have never listened to Excision, go check him out. If you like Subway, do you like Subway? And if you do, what is your favorite sub? Fucking, of course I love it. I used to have a Subway that was like right down the street from me when I worked. So I used to go there all the time, and I used to get an Italian BMT with all of their greens on it except for like pickles. It's like lettuce, green pepper, cucumber, green olives, and then sub sauce. So that's my go-to. Though I've ordered everything off that menu. Current opinion on the YouTube racing community. Oh boy, this is gonna be like an hour podcast in itself. and the current popular Forza YouTubers. Again, I don't really talk to anybody because I don't care enough, right? I'm not part of that community anymore. It's not a part of my life anymore. I kind of just do my own thing. A lot of people rip off a lot of ideas from other people. You know, even today I went and looked at a bunch of other people's channels that have a couple of subscribers, you know, like over 5,000. I'm like, okay, this is totally not, somebody's done this before. I've seen that title. That title's really similar. You know, someone's stealing that and this and that. It's just, there's a lot of people like Fail Race. Back when I was getting big, there's people like Tomcat. You know, Tomcat, you can criticize him all you want, but like he just puts out a lot of fucking videos and works really, really hard, and that's why he's big. Nick was doing the Top Gear challenges and stuff like that. Again, not super. The idea itself of doing like challenges within the game are not super original, but he took that and made it his own. It took him a while to get to that point, but now he does. I haven't watched Slap Train in fucking forever, so I don't know what he's doing, but at the time he was doing more of like a tandem drifter with friends, but he was chill about it, and I was more towards the competition side. That's why we are both getting big. And then Fail Race is just like my absolute go-to of like, look at these guys doing what nobody else has ever done before. They're super, 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 super unique. And also, God, brain fart. This isn't supposed to be playing. I'll say also absolutely fucking God, Domestic Mango again. I don't even have to explain why. The guy, everything he does is just unique. So nowadays it just seems like people are like, okay, this is what's popular, this is what's going to get me views and subs, so I'm just going to do this. You know, I don't feel, when you watch people's videos now, especially those up and coming, you don't feel that passion anymore. You don't feel like people are making videos because they love it. They feel like making videos because they just want to be big like everyone else. They're like, hey, you know, Slap Train's big, I'm going to do what Slap Train does. Or hey, AR12 is big, so I'm just going to do what AR12 does. And it's just disappointing to watch. You know, I could have easily just, you know, started copying ideas and like doing the cookie cutter format, but I'm sticking to my guns, and it worked for a while, and then I just kind of shit the bed. But yeah, that's just and the current popular YouTubers, again, I don't watch anybody's video, any videos. It's just so I don't accidentally steal ideas from people. You know, it's happened before where I've been watching Domestic Mango videos, and I'm like, oh man, I really want to do something in this car, and then people call me out, and I'm just like, okay. So I'm subscribed to the people that I like, and I watch Fail Race videos for the sole reason that mine and Fail Race videos are so different that it doesn't matter. And they're good friends, you know, everybody there, really, really cool people. So thank you. Do you watch porn? I mean, anybody over the age of 15 watches porn. I don't care. I don't really care who you are. You either watch or watch porn if you're over like 15 years old. I subbed around the FM3 Civic Builder to kill it, but I have to say that I stay subbed because you did not change, you stayed funny, and you showed that you don't need a 700 plus, 1,000 plus all-wheel drive race tire drift car. And that's from Mr. Mental. Thank you, man. Again, that's what I run my channel on. I do things the way I want to do them. I take suggestions and stuff, but I don't let subscribers and stuff try to muscle me off of why I started making videos. And people say, hey, do an all-wheel drive Evo. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. You know, I'm sure it'll get a lot of views, and I'm sure it'll be really popular, but it's just not for me, you know what I mean? And I just want to clear the air right now, just in case he sees this. For whatever reason, people think I hate Black Panther or something. I don't think I've ever spoken directly to Black Panther once. I don't like his videos, again, for the obvious that he just race tires and a bunch of horsepower and then does tutorials on them, so he's trying to say, hey, here's this really newbie thing and how to do it. You know, I don't like that. but I've never talked to Theo directly. There's only one little Twitter spat that we got into, where I told him, like, hey man, if you want to clear the air, I'm completely okay with it, and then he never replied to me, so he probably doesn't like me very much. But as a video producer, I don't like him, but as a person outside of his video productions, I have no opinion on him. Me and EK and Aero 12 had talked about getting into a Top Gear challenge where he's going to be at it. So I'm, if you're watching this, Theo, I'm more than welcome. Even if you want to jump on a Skype call just between me and you want to clear the air, that's fucking stupid. There's no reason. The whole reason we're a community is because we're all friends. We should all at least like each other. And like Slaptrain, Peter's had his moments where he's done some stupid shit, but I like Peter. I like Peter. I like Nick. I don't like their videos that much. I'll be the first one to call them out on it. And it's not like, they're a bunch of fucking faggots or whatever. Like, I'll say I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. And it's not for me. But they're decent people outside of it. You know what I mean? So if you got a problem, Theo, like, you want to clear... I'm not even trying to be condescending or, like, whatever. If you got a problem and it's to the point where I'm completely okay with rectifying it. If you're cool, then you're cool. You do you. You doing you is clearly working. I can't sit here and go, oh, fuck you. You know what I mean? I just don't like what you do on YouTube. That's it. It's just, I'm not a hater. I'm not trying to be a hater about it. It's just, I don't like the kind of videos. It's just, that's the way she goes. And you can think of what you want about that. Again, a lot of people think because I don't know who it was, I remember, but I said, hey, I don't like your videos because you do this, 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 and this. It's just not for me. And they go, oh, yeah, whatever, fucking hater. All right, whatever. Dude, I didn't know anybody who had constructive criticism was a hater. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Anyways, on the topic of Mango, his new shit is far from unique, vlogs, let's plays, and less stunts. But I mean, like, he does really strong editing. He does, he's doing, like, the best of, the best of series, and, like, he's doing a bunch of montages and stuff. So he's doing all those let's plays and stuff as well. Again, that's stuff he's always wanted to do. And all that stuff is so common, like, it's not even a point of saying, like, oh, man, this is stupid. It's not popular. But, yeah, so, I mean, I still support Mango and what he does. I will be the first one to jump ship if I see him, like, doing some bullshit. But at the moment, Mango, I think, is doing all he can to bring ideas from his head to the screen. It's not like he's seeing other videos and putting them out. He's like, oh, this would be cool, or this would be cool, this would be cool. That's why I respect him and like him. Do you think Project Cars will be the next big racing game, or do you think it'll be overhyped like The Crew? The Crew, I like The Crew, but it was overhyped a lot. Yeah, The Crew was overhyped. I have yet to play it. It's sitting right there in its packaging. I just want to finish off Forza Horizon 2 first so I can completely put my efforts towards The Crew. I also want to know how to make The Crew into series that's not too similar to what Fail Race is doing with the Pikes Peak thing, which is a fucking awesome idea, and I hate that I didn't come up with that first. Project Cars is absolutely going to be overhyped. It's going to feel a lot like Need for Speed Shift, and I don't know. I just feel like it's not going to be as great as everyone's saying it's going to be, and I can't see it being excellent. But I mean, like, it's going to be fun. It's just, like, people are expecting it to be like a Forza killer and whatever. No, it's going to be its own thing. It's not going to replace any game that we play already. Alright, so I'm out of questions on Twitter. I'm out of questions on AskFM. If you guys want to post questions in the live chat, I will read them out loud so that they're posted. We got about 10 minutes left here. I am more than happy to kill that time just answering questions and stuff. So, yeah, the ball is in your court. I was going to say, I've seen Project Car gameplay. I've actually played The Crew on PC, and I had a lot of fun with it. Cohen Assume asked if I played the NSX mod on AC Assetto Corsa yet. I was going to say I have not. I have not played any mods on Assetto Corsa yet. Play Need for Speed World? Absolutely not. That game doesn't look fun for me at all. I do not support fucking free-to-play games unless they're good, and it's not that great. I also don't support Need for Speed at all. I feel like they're just... they're like COD almost, where they're just trying to suck money out of people every year, and people like you and me and the general consensus of people are not buying into that shit anymore. So I kind of want them to go bankrupt and get their fucking act together. Do you like Rush Limbaugh's soft, shitty body? Yeah, that's a Cards Against Humanity quote. Love to play the crew with you. I got it on PC. I actually have it on Xbox One, but I have the receipt for it and it's still sealed. So I may go return it and pick it up on PC because it's cheaper on PC actually. Mr. Mental, that was Nightfire 37, and then the Rush Limbaugh thing was Grassroots SR. Mr. Mental 1993, it is 8:23 where I live. I'm 5 hours behind you. If you're in England. So yeah, this went pretty well. We're almost done here. We got about 7 minutes left. One good question, I can stretch that. It's the beauty of being a YouTube commentator is that you can sit there and bullshit for however long that you want. Yeah. I also said that thing about Black Panther, which I've been wanting to say for forever. Because everybody thinks I fucking hate him for some reason. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody on YouTube. I dislike a few people's content. But I have no problem with them outside of, thoughts on going to conventions such as E3, PAX, or VidCon someday. When it's time. When it is time, I will. I want to go to PAX East, but I mean, there's no point in me going as a YouTuber. I just go as a fan. I would love to be invited to some smaller cons. That's not going to happen anytime soon. I'll probably just go to the stuff in Canada, so like Fan Expo, Ottawa Pop Expo, stuff like that. Have you looked at this new free-to-play Race Room Experience? Actually, Race Room Racing Experience, which is R3E, just the short form, is not new at all. It's been out for a while. And it's basically, it's not like a prettier iRacing. It's like if you've played Race 07 or whatever. So the physics aren't quite there, but it's real enough to where it's a sim. But again, I don't like free to play. It just pisses me off. Like even iRacing with the subscription-based thing, if it wasn't so good and wasn't so fun, I wouldn't be playing anymore because it just sucks the goddamn money out of me. It's like $14 a month, and if you want more cars, that's $10 each. If you want this, it's $10 each. Just ridiculous. So if you want Race Room Race Experience, cool. You get 2 tracks and like 3 cars or whatever. If you want any more than that, it's like $5 a pack or $10 a pack. And it's just like, ow, my wallet, I can't handle that. I'd rather a game pay $60 for one time for a game that came with a bunch of shit. And then if I want to get DLC on top of that, I can. But if I choose not to, I can still enjoy the base content. But I mean, those games come with so little, it's hard to enjoy base content. Do you think VFD will come back like an FM4, Mancho Poncho says? No, but between you and me, there's something going on right now for VFD. Maybe not VFD itself, but there is the guys who run it are planning something for Forza Horizon 2. I'm not going to say anything just out of respect. I'm also not going to say anything just because I don't want to spoil anything. And I also don't know what the fuck's going on. But yeah, so there is something coming for VFD. Definitely have to wait till Forza 6. Forza 5 just was not there. What do you miss the most from home? That's wow. For me, it's my mom's cooking and seeing my family most days. I miss my family a lot. I miss my friends. This mental question I keep forgetting. Miss my family, miss my friends. Though, I've made new family, new friends here. I miss not having to worry about money, really. I miss not stressing out about how much money's in my account every day. And I wish I didn't have to stress out about everything like that and go, holy shit, how am I going to feed myself this week? I like just whenever money in my account, I can say, fuck it, I do what I want with it. And if I run out of money a week and a half before payday, who cares? You know what I mean? And my only bill I had to worry about at home was my phone bill, which is like, I don't need a phone at the end of the day. It's not a necessity. So I miss that a lot. But I definitely miss my parents. I feel like after a week they drive me nuts and I want to leave, but I definitely miss being able just to be down the road, at least. It sucks being like 6-8 hours away. Thoughts on Stella Stig's Forza Horizon 2 YouTuber lobby. I hope. I signed up for it. I'm all about it. I don't like how it's for Forza 5, but I mean, for the sake of the thing, I will jump in Forza 5. I just hope that everybody goes there and everybody has fun. Yeah, and I will be live streaming it, so I'll be doing a video on that soon when everything's set in stone. Have I ever played Shot a Dog? I wonder who that is. Have I ever played Jesus Christ, SSX3 Tricky? Absolutely, love that game. So much fun. I wanted to get SSX for 360, but I never got it. What's the most underrated game in my opinion? God. I don't know. I think Flat Out, really. Flat Out was really freaking good, and then nobody played it. Like, Flat Out was really fun. Another underrated game. I don't know. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. So yeah. What's left? Thoughts on Top Gear Special? I don't like how they split it up. I didn't like that. I feel like it should have just been a 2-hour special. I feel like that would have been cooler. You know, especially since it was like Saturday one episode and Sunday the other episode. I was like, what the hell was the point? But you know, it was really interesting to watch. And it just kind of sucks that the whole Argentina thing, that they lost their shit. But yeah, no, I don't understand. I don't understand why they would lose their shit. Actually, I do. But the whole issue was, it was the Falklands War. But like, Argentina was going around during the World Cup saying the Falklands will be Argentinian always, and they did it to like taunt the English guys. So I mean, like, even if this was a reference to the war on the plate, why would it piss you off that much? You know, it's not. That's where they were going, is the place where the Falkland Islands was. So a plate to represent that is not that crazy. And I don't think they did it on purpose, because if they did, you know, they took the plate even fell off like in the first 10 minutes. So dumb. So next car game or BMG? Next car game. Better physics. I just really prefer it. So we are at 8:30, so this was an hour. I really enjoyed this, guys. I had a lot of fun, honestly. If you want me to do this again, just let me know. Tweets, comments, whatever. If you have any questions, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you have any questions for next week, please just, there's links below, the ASK.FM page, or you just come out to the live stream live. It'll be 7:30 Wednesday nights. So thank you guys very much for watching. I appreciate it. I thank you again to Flight Distance for letting me use your music. I'll try to get something different next week just to change it up. But you know, I like Flight Distance, my buddy Patrick. But yeah, this was super fun and interesting to do. I'm gonna kick around the comments for a little bit, but or not the comments, but the chat for a bit. But thanks guys very much. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Hey, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I also have a Facebook and a Twitter. For those links, be sure to check out the description box below.